Peace and greetings, good people. As we continue on a journey of personal growth and enlightenment, knowledge brings understanding, and understanding brings truth, and truth eventually sets us free. Remember, perception is everything. How you view a situation determines your reaction and your response. As a man thinketh, so is he. Today's words of encouragement, as we continue to press on, comes from the great Confucius. And the words read, "It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop." When I read the statement, it just really resonated with my spirit. You know, in the tussle of all of our day-to-day operations and duties and functions, we're juggling so many tasks and so many to-do lists that oftentimes it seems like there is nothing being accomplished. I feel like I'm putting my best foot forward, but when I stop for a moment and just take a minute and just look at what's going on around me, because everything around me is moving so fast, we're in a fast-paced society. And so because everything is moving so fast, when I stop for a moment, sometimes it looks as though I've made no progress. And so I begin to look at the walls that appear in front of me and the situations that appear in front of me, and now I become frustrated and I get discouraged. And so now I allow my feelings of frustration and my discouragement, and now they turn into fear and doubt. And so now I allow fear and doubt to overcome my spirit, and now I stop instead of pursuing, because the results that I was seeking didn't come right away, or the everything around me was going so fast that what I thought I was achieving, I thought, I'm pressing, but it doesn't seem, the road seems so hard and so long that I give up because of fear and doubt. But let's take a lesson from the bamboo tree. This is why Confucius says it don't matter how slowly you go, as long as you don't stop. The only thing and the only person that can stop you is you. Because when you take a moment to slow down and pay attention to what's going on, in the midst of the hustle and bustle, and in the midst of the fast-paced flow of society and everything that's going on around you, you are making progress, as long as you don't stop. As long as you don't stop. So let's take a lesson from the bamboo tree. I'm not sure if many of you know or are familiar with the bamboo tree, but the Chinese bamboo tree, I know it sounds a little crazy, but just like any other plant or any other tree, it requires nurturing. You know what I'm saying? You need water, fertile soil, and sunshine, just like every other tree. But now you go and plant a seed to the bamboo tree, and in the first year, there's absolutely no signs of activity. The second year, no growth. The third year, no growth. The fourth year, now you planted a seed 4 years ago. I have a garden now, and I plant, and I'm looking to be harvesting, within a couple months. And so if you talk about planting a seed and 4 years go by of activity and you see absolutely nothing sprout, that would become very discouraging and frustrating if I was a farmer. But see, this is the science of what we can learn behind the bamboo tree, because in the final and fifth year, guess what happens? It grows, it grows, it grows. Not only does the bamboo tree grow, but within just 6 weeks' time, it grows 80 feet tall. And so, just like the bamboo tree, we have to take that lesson. It don't matter how slow you're going. It doesn't matter what it looks like, as long as you don't stop. Because now the science is, the bamboo tree didn't just grow 80 feet in 6 weeks. No, what was happening is, why the storms were raging and the rains were beating on the ground, he was developing roots so that he could stand against the toils that would come. And so the bamboo tree and all of its strength and all of its power, see what I'm saying? It's a very strong tree once it comes up, because it takes 4 years, 5 years for it to develop the roots strong enough to stand the test and the storms that eventually will prevail. And so while on the surface it may look like no progress is being made, if you just continue to remain strong and steadfast, continue to Keep moving one step at a time. See, that's the problem. Oftentimes we trying to run. When you run, you trip. Just take it one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, and continue to move forward. Nothing can stand in your way and nothing can stop you. Just like the growth of the bamboo tree. It can be remarkable if we look back at where we used to be. See, that's what we got to measure. We can't look at Sally, Bobby, Joe, and John next to us and around us and compare ourselves to others. But we got to just look at ourselves and just say, I'm better than I was yesterday. I'm continuing to move forward. See, we see the progress when we look in the right places. So oftentimes we overlook our own improvements. How fast or how slow we going, that shouldn't be our concern. The concern we should be focused on is to make sure that we are continually moving. My good people are blessed and I love you. Don't be discouraged by what you perceive as a lack of growth or improvement. As long as you haven't given up, then you're growing. You're growing, you're growing. You just might not see it today, but just like the bamboo tree, you will have your day to sprout. And everything that you're going through now, that which don't break you, only makes you stronger. The tests, the storms, the rains that beat, that's only so that you can develop the roots, so that when you get to the place, that next level in which you pressing and pursuing to, you will be able to stay in the test. It's your man Jay Free, the Enlightened Perspective. Blessings, peace, and love always.